So you're into tattoos, you have a tattoo channel, and you're going on vacation in London. Where do you go besides all the regular normal spots? You meet up with legendary tattoo artist LAL HARDY, owner of New Wave Tattoo. Now, this isn't going to be our normal interview episode because I was on vacation. I didn't have any of my gear with me. I really wasn't planning on this. This was a last minute thing. Besides, LAL has had countless interviews. They're all over the internet. If you really wanted to see a real solid in-depth interview about him, you could probably find one within seconds. This is more about like hanging out with him and spending the day with him. Now, the highlight of my day was actually getting a tattoo session done with LAL. You're gonna have to stick around to the end to see the final results. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with LAL HARDY, let me give you a quick lowdown on this iconic figure of the tattoo world. LAL HARDY is not just a tattoo artist, he's a living legend. With over 40 years of experience under his belt, he's a pioneer in the industry, a mentor to many, and a true inspiration to tattoo enthusiasts and artists alike. So we land in London, and we hopped on a train, and we take it to Muswell Hill. This is where LAL HARDY's shop is located. It's been an institution in this area since the 70s. Just stepping through the door of this place is like going into a tattoo museum. It's almost like a time capsule. It's amazing to see. I'm going to give you a little bit more background about LAL just for the people that maybe don't know about him. And again, there's plenty of interviews out there where you get way more in-depth backstory information. LAL started tattooing back in the 70s when it was not really a mainstream thing like it is today. He's seen the industry evolve, and he's proud to be a part of that evolution. LAL may be an old school guy, but he'll still flat out tell you that he'll use whatever tools he can to make his life a little bit easier. He still uses a quill machine every now and then, but mostly he uses rotary machines these days, which is kind of rare for, some of these old school tattooers. He also uses an iPad for drawing and holding his flash, and he also uses Sanoderm for his aftercare. I mean, these are things that typical old school guys just don't do right now. LAL's style is mostly traditional tattooing, and it's the heart of really what he does. Bold lines, strong colors, classic designs, they've kind of been his trademark. But he also loves to experiment and push boundaries when he can. He's tattooed his fair share of celebrities throughout the years, from Dave Grohl to Liam Gallagher to Frankie from the Saturdays to Razzle from Hanoi Rocks. But what really gets him excited is doing tattoos for numerous Premier League players, mainly the Tottenham Hotspurs. He's a huge supporter of the Tottenham Hotspurs. So what does a day with LAL HARDY look like? Well, you're about to find out. First, he gave us a quick look around the shop and allowed us to go upstairs and check out his extensive collection of flash, art, and other cool oddities that he had. Like I said before, this place is like a museum for tattoo history. LAL had an hour to kill before his client that morning, so he decided to take us up to Alexandria. Now, this place was built in 1873, but it had to be rebuilt again following a fire that happened 2 weeks after it opened. This place was intended to be like the People's Palace. Its purpose was to serve public center of, recreation, education, and entertainment. North London's counterpart to the Crystal Palace in South London. Alexandria Palace was also the first place to broadcast then high-definition television. That happened in 1936. So basically, this is the first place for TV. This is a huge venue, and it sits on top of Muswell Hill. From the grounds around this building, you could see for miles, and there was some amazing scenery. While we walked around, LAL pointed out different places in the distance, including Tottenham Hotspur's venue. Very proud to show me that. We walked around and talked about the history of the area, cool places to check out while we were in London that are music-related, because him and I are both huge music fans. Really, that's kind of what pushed his boundaries when he was going in the 70s, 80s. Big time into punk, Teddy Boy, rock and roll, rockabilly, ska, very much into that scene. And of course, we talked about tattoo history along with some of the older tattooers that helped him along the way or that inspired him. LAL is a walking encyclopedia of tattoo history. Then we talked about the state of the tattoo industry right now and how TV shows and the internet have come almost like a double-edged sword, both helping and hindering the industry. LAL talked about London not having as many tattoo shops back in the day as there are now and how the scene is completely different. We headed back down to the shop and talked about a ton of different topics, mainly crazy shop stories over the years and different clientele that he's had or, different styles that he's seen or even some crazy tattoos that he's seen throughout the years. When he was done with his client, then it was my turn to take a seat in a chair, and I couldn't wait to get tattooed. While he was tattooing his other client, he had me look through some flash, and I tried to find a piece that actually fit into a spot that I had open. Lau was able to actually draw a sparrow into a blank spot I had, and he gave me this amazing tattoo. Proud to have this tattoo. It's super crisp, it's super bright, and I can't wait to show the world this tattoo. I want to give a special thank you to Lal Hardy for welcoming us into his world. He had to be one of the nicest guys I've ever met, one of the most genuine people I've ever met, and his hospitality was amazing. He took us into his shop, we spent the day with him, we hung out, we talked, we shared great stories. It was like we were lifelong friends. It had to be one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, and I highly suggest if you're ever in London, make sure you stop in and check out Lal Hardy New Wave Tattoo. He also has other great artists there, Claire, Mang. I know there were some others that do work there, but when we were there that day, those were the two ladies that were there, and both amazing artists in their own right. So if you enjoyed this adventure, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Maybe share this video with some of your fellow ink enthusiasts, and stay tuned for future episodes. Until next time, remember to stay true to your inked self. This is Buck. Catch you on the flip side.